edition of the Mexico in the World podcast, the podcast so that we can talk about events, celebrations, and more about Mexico and the world. This time we are going to start with the day of writing a letter, because what is the tradition of writing letters by hand and sending them by mail? They know that even the volume of mail has decreased. The volume of postmen, so let's return to these traditions. For example, writing a letter via regular mail to a loved one abroad. The Week of Nutrition is celebrated around the world because, as you know, there are people who suffer from malnutrition. There are countries where, unfortunately, due to their economic conditions, there is malnutrition, so that is why we must support these causes, among other curiosities. The Day of the Skyscrapers is celebrated because, as you know, today there are very impressive skyscrapers around the world, like in Dubai, so let's take advantage and admire the great advances in Architecture. International Charity Day is also celebrated. As you know, there are many non-profit organizations that they help around the world. For example, in matters such as children who have malnutrition, as well as refugees. In short, we must support these great organizations that exist and are worldwide and that support those who most need it. It is also in the celebration of Labor Day how good it is celebrated in many countries, but on this occasion and in the United States and Canada. And also finally, let's talk about something that is the day to buy a book. This because with ebooks and all the technological changes and that people don't have so much time anymore and everything has lost a bit of this. But there are countries that continue with this tradition and read a lot. For all those who can and like it, do this and buy at least one book and read it and enjoy. This has been all for this occasion. How do you know? We leave the issues on the table so that we think about them and let us reflect on them, and we do not want to say goodbye without thanking them for having listened to us and reminding them of our network's email. Podcast Mexico in the World at gmail.com, Twitter at Mexico the World, Facebook Podcast Mexico in the World, YouTube Mexico in the World. Thanks again for listening to us, and we look forward to seeing you in our next edition. Thanks, bye.